Yo, what's up, fellas? I'm gonna be showing you guys my executions today that I took. I only took about 5 trades today. Only, bro. That's kind of on the higher side of how much trades I take today, but yeah, a little bit of bad decisions during the opening range. But yeah, let me just get right into it to basically explain what I did today. So I actually trade the opening market or pre-market, and my bias for the day was shorts because of TGIF. So these are the TGIF fib levels right here. So basically, TGIF is when you have a run higher on the whole week. So the whole week is just one directional run pretty much, and we had the whole run higher. When we have that on Friday, we can expect the retracement. Since price has been moving high the whole week, we can expect a small retracement. So that's the kind of bias in the narrative I was going in with, and I was going to formulate a narrative to push price down lower to that retracement level. I don't think this is a low. I don't think we're going to switch directions just yet. I think we have a little more room to push higher and higher, because I know right now we're trading in all-time highs. But yeah, it's not the scariest time to trade when we're in all-time highs. Personally, there's ways to go about it, and yeah, the scariest times to trade is when manipulation is in the market, or when we're at war, or when Trump's going crazy and shit. But as of right now, I mean, we have Powell getting like fired and shit, but I don't know, it's been pretty quiet. So yeah, so yeah, that was my narrative, formulating a move down here. And yeah, let me explain to you guys my first trades. So on the 1 minute here, we had 3 fair value gaps. If you guys watch the 2022 ICT model, we know that this fair value gap is more likely to be left open. This one's to be traded into and then push price lower. So that's what I was aiming for here. Got stopped out by a wick. Boom, just flew up there, and then it was history from there. Got stopped out of the first trade. Second entry I did was on the rebalance of this fair value gap. Switched it quick. Switched my bias really fast. So seen this fair value gap. It looked like a Venom setup on the higher time frame, which was a 5-minute time frame. And I got into the fair value gap here as it was trading into it here. And in like less than 2 minutes or a minute later, price blasted me into my target, which was at this level right here. And I exited here. It was a free $60 in like 2 minutes. But yeah, this one had ended up being like a $20 loss, $60 win. And then I took another short, trying to aim for that retracement level lower, and I couldn't get like the correct fill. I think I had got it on the 15-second chart. Yeah, I was aiming right here for this fair value gap, but it stopped me out here. Oh, all the way up here actually. The OB level was where I placed my stop. So this is the order block, and my stop was placed up here at the high of this order block. Got stopped out. So my next trade was another short, aiming for the fib retracement level, because I had a really strong bias that it was gonna hit. And mind you guys, I use pretty tight stop losses. So my model, pretty much, I can take more losses than I do wins. So I don't think I'm like going off the rails here, just spamming sell. Like, it's not what I try to do. Like, it's very strategic. And the entry, like the entries I try to get are precise. That's how I like to snipe my targets, you know. And I miss, you know, I can miss, but when I win, I win. So yeah, let's go right into this one right here. This is the next one I took. It was off this fair value gap, and I had measured it like this, and then the OTE fib pattern. Wrong way. Actually, no, let's do that again. So the OTE fib pattern retracement level right here. This is what highlighted this fair value gap for me. And if you guys know, it's this change of character or change of state of delivery. Change of state of delivery come through. We can expect price to retrace to that level that I just showed you guys right here. It's the OTE pattern. So we got stopped out here, and what I've learned off of that trade was that the 15-second chart, I'm not gonna say it's not reliable, but the 15-second chart should be strictly used for entries, and like you can't really expect these PE rates to be as respected as they would be for, say, on a higher time frame. The 15-second chart was intended to be an entry chart where you find that perfect entry if you can't find it here. So yeah, I got stopped out relying too heavily on the 15-second fair value gap, and here was my final trade. So after I got stopped out here, I thought, okay, look, let's wait until news gets announced, 15 minutes after in particular, but I decided not to wait 15 minutes after. I decided to, since it was medium impact news, it wasn't heavy news, it was medium impact news. That's the only reason why I was just like, let me get in here because it looks clean. It came right back down as it faked up and went higher, and it knocked out a couple of orders here. I think it's going to push down because at the end of the day it did respect this fair value gap here. So boom, 10 a.m. we enter the silver bullet, 10 a.m. silver bullet. Price drops news, price wicks super high, stopping all these people out, and then I see price returning like really fast, and it's going under the fair value gap. So as you guys know, the wicks can cross through the PDE rays, they can do the damage, but the bodies closing under those PDE rays is what matters. We could have got in here, we could have got in here, but I ended up doing a sell order down here because I didn't want it to run without me. And yeah, I actually ended up riding this all the way to close to my target actually. You see, this is something I gotta work on. So it came down here, super close to my target, and then it started to trade back up. Now there was no displacement here. There's no real reason for me to get out of it, other than it kind of traded above this level. Like honestly, there was really no reason to get out of this trade yet. It didn't even trade above here, or it didn't even trade above this small fair value gap here, but it wasn't worth the mental capacity. I don't like stressing about having my trades go and return on me, so I just got out here while I could, you know. It was not a bad exit for me, to be honest. So I just got out here, I saw this moving up, and then it came and hit the target like 2 minutes later, and then we moved up, and then we moved much more lower later on. I think this is the farthest we got. No, we ended up going farther. Wow. But yeah. Oh, I actually took one more trade. I didn't even see that. This was like a random trade I took. Wasn't too bad. I think I risked like $8 here. Yeah, look, I risked $8 here. It was kind of like a PM session trade that I was experimenting with to see if I can get in an entry with an $8 risk and yield up to like $70. That's what I was aiming for. I know I got in on the 15-second chart, so I got I had minor buy side liquidity, and I had minor sell side liquidity. And I was trying to formulate a bias to take down minor sell side liquidity because they were pretty relative down here, relative here, and up here it wasn't too relative. Nah, that looks pretty relative. I think I just fucked up there. I didn't really look at it. I didn't really pay attention. It was kind of like a whatever trade. I was only risking $8. Originally I tried to get in right here, and price did react off of that, but nah, I shouldn't have taken this trade, but only $8 for $60. That would have been nice. But it ended up coming all the way back here and taking minor buy side liquidity, but I was targeting minor sell side liquidity, so my bias was wrong. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much my trading session for today. First week of posting. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Posted every day of the week. I want to continue to do that for my whole career until I want you guys to watch me become profitable. That's the main goal of this, for you guys to see this. And I know nobody's watching right now. I don't get any views on these videos, but one day when I'm doing this shit on a higher level, I want people who are in the same boat as me, who are just grinding themselves out, like, and just know they're gonna fucking do it. But, you know, sometimes you get a little anxious, you get a little worried, but at the end of the day, you know you're gonna fucking do it. So you check yourself real quick. I want people to come and be able to look through my videos and see where I was at and see themselves in my shoes, and then see where I'm at now and be like, dude, this guy fucking made it. This guy fucking made it, and he's thinking just like me, right? So I'm on the path, and I guarantee you I am on the, like I need a, like, not I need, but I'm gonna make this shit happen. So when you guys come and you guys are able to see, or you see one of my videos later on, I don't ever want to delete any of these videos. I want you guys to come back at them and be able to, like, see, like, well, this guy's fucking legit. Like, he was really doing this shit from the start. He was really, like, fucking dog shit at the beginning, bro. And look at him now. You know? Like, and then I want to inspire people off of these videos to, like, tell themselves, or to have the confidence in themselves to be able to do it. So, yeah. I hope I can spread that out sometime in the future. I don't hope, I know. I know, you gotta be delusional, guys. But, yeah, you guys take care. Have a good day. Stay blessed. Take care. Have a fun weekend, man. Enjoy yourself. Or don't, just fucking lock in.